Positive transformation really needed during the first year to put some really big stakes in the ground, a real statement of intent about what we're capable and able to be able to do in terms of bringing business, third sector, government, schools together. And in order to do that, we really wanted to put some structure around pledges that we could engage in and bring other people into in future years. But for the first year, and again, to prove the way we can do what we say we're going to do and we're ready to execute at scale, we decided that what we would do is to put together 3 pledges around create, accelerate, and collaborate that are all designed to ultimately make society more inclusive and meritocratic, and to ultimately level everything up to give people fair opportunities and the opportunities that they rightfully deserve. And this is all about giving people a hand up, not a handout. So in brief, and people will talk about these in a little bit more detail in some of the subsequent videos, the Create Pledge was all about creating a new digital standard, utilising apprenticeships and T-levels, which are the practical equivalent of A-levels, which will provide pathways into employment for people from tough realities, returning citizens, and veterans, as well as people just looking for opportunities to better themselves and increase their own life opportunities. So that's our initial Create pledge. Accelerate is all about identifying existing programs all around the country where PTI can bring connections, resources and funding to really drive programs forward. Now we're working with a program called the Chrysalis program, which is all about reducing reoffending rates in the UK. Reoffending costs the UK PLC an eye-watering sum of money, close to 60 billion a year, which if you break that down across 30 million taxpayers is roughly about £2,000 per taxpayer in the UK. So that's what it costs you in terms of reoffending. So we're working with a program with Chrysalis and a number of other partners to actually drive down reoffending rates by providing structured programs and support before people make the mistakes, while they're paying for their mistakes, and when they return as a paid up citizen and member of society. And Collaborate is an amazing national program that started off as a research project, but the thing with research is what we really need is a practical way to implement the measures coming from the research. So working with the team in Positive Transformation, we've partnered to create the Employer Social Mobility Alliance, which we, PTI, are supporting. ESMA, as it's more commonly known, will be producing a huge national piece of research about barriers to entry at all different age groups in society, what's the blockers to social mobility, and how those things can be resolved. In addition to the research, PTI will be supporting the development of a digital heat map, which will ultimately identify region by region all around the UK, the areas which need to be addressed. And then ESMA itself, which will be a body of hundreds of large organisations, will then be able to use the research through the graphical interface of the heat map to be able to really look at what's happening in their local area, what can they do, where they have offices, and how they can drive real measurable, practical and implementable change in partnership with PTI and ESMA as we go forward, not just this year, but in all years to come.